girl, I'm just like, being an adult could just be so like,
It's so annoying.
yes. And it never seems like you can get a break for real, and I know you got kids, so it's even more like it's go, go, go. Like, I really shouldn't be complaining because it's just me, but still.
Hey, that doesn't matter if you got your plate regardless. It's still, So
Yeah,
yeah, it's
but it's
cool.
cool.
You can have a very chill weekend. It is cool when you can just be able to not do anything.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so can't say I didn't do anything, but I didn't do anything as far as going out. Let's say that. But I was working
Yeah.
from sun up to sundown. Like, I can't wait. I'm so ready for this podcast to come out.
Yes, girl.
Like, I'm so ready. And yeah, ready for my other stuff to be released too. I'm just ready. I'm just ready for it to be released and out. Like, here I go. Do whatever it is you do with it, but here you go. Like,
Absolutely. So, this lovely topic of this fun podcast. All right. Thank you. So, good.
huh? What? What you see?
Nothing. I said what's up to Linda, so I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm like, I just saw something I couldn't see. Okay.
So yes, what's in your cup? What's in your cup, Nikki?
What's in my cup? So I have something that's very near and dear to my best friend. It's actually her favorite sip.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know, now you know. She
Yes,
is a she is a whiskey girl.
I'm a whiskey girl.
And yes, that's that Jameson. When they got her favorite drink to have a sip. Y'all pray for me.
Oh,
Cause whiskey is no joke, baby.
it's just fine.
You got to
Feel
have, you got to really look. You got to really. I'll say, my uncle was a whiskey drinker. You got to really be a drinker to want to drink whiskey. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like,
he's
I don't,
good.
I don't think I'm that grown, but I'm gonna be that grown today. And this is what I'm drinking. So, what about you? What you drinking?
So I am drinking my best friend's favorite drink.
And what is that? Put it in the camera, girl. What that is? That Hennessy. We got the Hennessy.
Yeah, cognac versus. I already know I got my extra and my favorite, but
Whis-
you already know I got it.
I'm done. Look, wait, hold on. We doing that. Hold on. Hold on. If we doing that, then I'm gonna bring this into the picture too. Then
Oh my gosh, what is that?
that's the Hennessy. My friend, she got me this for my birthday. It's the Hennessy and LeBron James collaboration.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even know he did one. Okay.
Yeah. So I got my stuff in the background too. I don't play. We got the Hennessy.
Pretty box here.
Yeah, it's a nice box.
So
So,
we started this live off with taking a shot. I'm gonna take a shot, then I'm gonna pour me a cup.
oh wait, okay. So that's what I was gonna ask you. Are we being ladylike and drinking out of the cup, or are we finna take it out?
I
We
mean,
going You gonna put it in a cup
yeah,
first, or okay,
we'll
okay.
be like
Let's be ladies on here. I like that.
this a double shot, he told me.
Oh Jesus! Hold on, I can't even get this open.
Guess you gotta be a real drinker to get it open.
I swear,
Uh-huh.
no, like seriously.
You really can't get it open.
Okay, Jameson, you want to stay fresh? I got you. Okay, finally. Oh Jesus. Okay. Oh Jesus. Whew.
Looking at this saying who.
Huh?
I just be looking at this saying who. I just.
You shit, this whiskey, I always tell you this whiskey put hair on your chest. You got to be strong to drink some, y'all. She's a drinker for real. She drinks some whiskey.
First of all, whiskey is very good. It is a very, what do you call it, debonair, dapper drink. It is a very sophisticated.
Oh no, it's definitely sophisticated. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you got to be a real drinker to drink this Jameson, y'all. But okay, cheers, toast, cheers, clink, clink. Mm. Ooh. Ooh, y'all. I hope y'all have y'all drink with us. Y'all take y'all shot with us. If y'all is, what y'all taking a shot of? Take a shot with us. Don't leave us, hanging by ourselves to take this shot, cause baby, ooh,
Yes.
child.
And have you be, oh, God.
But see, what's so crazy is like I'm really like white Hennessy better. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't drink regular Hennessy for real, if I have no other choice.
Okay.
White Hennessy
Yeah.
to me go down way smoother. I don't know if you remember when y'all was at my house and we took that shot. Did you think it felt the same as regular Hennessy, or you don't remember?
I don't remember, but Hennessy in general, I just had some white Hennessy not too long ago, though.
Hmm.
I don't know. Hennessy, I'm not going to say it's not smooth, right?
Hmm.
But there's something. I don't know if it got to be just the cognac. I'm just
Yeah.
not a
I
sweet.
don't know. Like I said, the regular Hennessy definitely not smooth to me. It gives me a little eek, that little eek feeling. You be like, no. But ever since I switched over to white Hennessy, it go down a little better for me. I don't know. I would prefer white Hennessy over, like, if I think about all the cognacs,
Mm-hmm.
I prefer. You know what? I wouldn't prefer it over. I wouldn't prefer it over Martell. I would drink some Martell. Well, at least back in the day, Martell, when it was real Martell, like that was like a really good cognac to me. That's how you know I'm dating myself a little bit. But my mama drank Martell, so that's how I knew about it at a young age. But that Remy VSOP definitely burns though. I
Yeah.
would drink that, but that's the ooh. I used to drink so much Remy VSOP every time.
I mean, really kind of the same way to me though. It's got a very, I don't know. It just it's there's a smoothness to it, but it's like it's kind of sweet to me, and I don't
Mm,
I don't mind mixing things with sweet things, but I don't really necessarily want my liquor
yeah,
sweet.
that's
If,
the first time I ever heard somebody say that.
yeah, it's kind of
That,
sweet.
that they think it's sweet. Yeah,
Yeah,
to me it just burns. Like I don't even get the chance to see if it's sweet like Remy VSOP because it just it
it's
just
down burning.
it
Huh?
just burns. Okay, so let's get into like how did you become a whiskey drinker, or take us on your journey on how you got to, like whiskey is like your preferred drink.
So I think like a lot of us, like, right, I'll never forget my first drink for real. It was in high school actually,
Hmm.
and kids, I was a sophomore, no, I was a freshman in high school, and one of the students came over, and we all had this bottle. That's when people wasn't scared to share bottles and
Hmm.
shit. Never today. I would never do that shit today. Um,
But they say alcohol kills all germs.
yeah, that's what they say. You still bust and slob with somebody. No,
So you don't
no,
believe alcohol kill all germs?
no.
Okay.
I don't. The mouth realm germs. No, I don't kill them.
Okay.
But so we were sitting in class, and someone came around and had a bottle, and everybody was laughing. It was a group of boys, and they were laughing. It was like, "Oh, here, why don't you drink some of this?" I'm like, "What is it?" Of course, I know it ain't. It's some Sprite.
Uh-huh.
Of course, I know it ain't Sprite, but I'm a just whatever. Let me just have it. And I took a sip, and it was Everclear. I was like, my chest is on fire. I don't even know what the fuck Everclear is made out of. Okay, is it tequila? What is it?
Everclear? I don't know, to be honest. Like, I haven't heard that name in forever. Like, I
It
just
was
know it's clear. Look, I just know it's what his name say. It's clear.
100 proof, whatever, something. Yeah, it was bad. And I didn't drink again for real until I got to college. That's how bad that was. And I don't think so. Not them mouth germs, not them around them rims when everybody putting their lips on it. No. But yeah. And in college, that's when I got introduced to jungle juice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it was a little bit of everything with
Yes.
on top of it. That's all it was some straight on Kool-Aid. But it was the shit was great. It just tasted good. You didn't taste the liquor, you just tasted the Kool-Aid. Um oh really? I did not know that's what Everclear was. Oh my gosh. Why was we drinking that shit? Why would people drink that?
So, we were setting ourselves up to destroy ourselves. Like, well, I never had Everclear, but period. I'm pretty sure some other alcohols probably like that too that we had.
Yeah, seriously. I'll definitely give you one later in this conversation. So yeah, went on to that. Got back up here because I went to school down in Southern to start with. Got back up here, started kicking it on the block, and started drinking with the folk drinking on the block.
And what was that?
Ray girl,
Some
we had
what?
Ray, we had Jose. I was big on tequila
Okay.
back in. I actually started drinking
Okay.
like I used to prefer light more than I prefer dark. That's why every time I and I knew a lot of people that was drinking Hennessy, but it was just like, nah, give me some tequila. That's my fun drink.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, yeah. Then it went to how did I get fucking dark? I think I just tried it one day, but I didn't try it again until after I started drinking wine. So I went from all the block drinks, like I said, Tanqueray, uh, Jose
Okay.
Cuervo Silver.
Forget the Milagro. You tried to leave that out.
No, yeah, the Milagro was a big thing. I was dating someone, and we were we would drink a lot of Milagro, but it was like I think it was like three different kinds. It was the blue one. We had a lot of them blue ones. It was some gold, an amber color one, and it was like a black one or some shit like that. Yeah, them shits. That's like that Everclear. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was burning.
But that what's so crazy is I always like because I never knew about Milagro. Like I wasn't on the block with y'all on them days when y'all was drinking Milagro. I wasn't there. And if I was, I probably had my own stash. So it's funny because I always thought Milagro was like something new. But
Mm.
it's only new to like the younger people, you know. I don't want to say because I don't want to make it seem like we wise, we ain't up there in age. But I thought it was new to the young people. I thought it was something new that came out for them. I didn't even know it was out back then.
Girl. These people would call it I called it Milagro. People called it Milagro. People used to call it all kind of different names, but yes, that shit is not new at all, and it's so disgusting. White port. I didn't drink white port.
Did that sound like that really sound like something old too? Is it me? Is white port sound like I feel like that's something like the old heads would have been drinking.
Yeah, I think that's like a wine or is it brandy? Is it
I
brandy?
don't know. To me, it gives me on the line of like I could be wrong. I'm definitely probably wrong because I don't know nothing about white port, but it reminds me of like Mad Dog 2020. It reminds me of stuff
What's the steel reserve to 22? What to call it?
the beer.
Yes. I ain't gonna lie, I had a couple of those too.
I had a cousin. Oh my gosh, she used to drink all the old head stuff. Like, and she was older than us. She's literally older than us by maybe like 10 to 15 years. And he said, with Kool-Aid? Nah, Dad, we ain't had that with no Kool. Nah, mine ain't never went that far. But my cousin, she used to drink. It was always something, and I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it used to be so funny because she was young. She was in her 30s, and she was drinking all the old head people stuff. She used to go up there on 16th and Londale and get her a little drink. I don't know if it's like white poke or something like that. Um, I don't think it's a poke or something. Girl, I can't think of the names. It was used to be crazy. It used to be stuff that people that was older than her that she would drink.
Oh shit, no, no, hell no.
Okay, so back to after block days.
The block days, and then I went from drinking those, and I drank those for years, like tequila, and then it was Long
Okay.
Island's. Like that was my drink when I went outside. Like anytime I was ready to party for real, give me a Long Island. Two of those, and I was straight for a while. And then I would do a whole bunch of shots of tequila too, but I was straight with the two Long Islands to start with.
Okay.
Um, it went from the Long Islands. It went from that to me changing partners.
Yes, Daddy. Yes,
I
my
heard.
cousin used to drink that Wild Irish Rose. She used
I
to drink
heard.
that.
I definitely. I didn't drink Wild Irish Rose, but I definitely seen it in the store a
Yeah,
lot.
I didn't drink it, but my big cousin, that was one of her drinks she used to go get when she, like, I need a little buzz. She would go get a Wild Irish Rose. I remember that. Okay, sorry, but go
And
ahead.
girl, I'm trying to sip on this Henny shit.
Oh, we are we finishing this? Is
Oh,
we
I'm
fin-
just. Oh, I'm sipping.
Okay.
I've been sipping. I can pour the rest of the cup.
Okay, let me sip with you too. Then I don't want you to feel,
Yeah.
alone. So I take my little cup.
So cute. Such.
Thank you, my friend. She gave me this little cup.
Oh, that's
It's supposed to
cute.
be like a little cappuccino cup, like, but put my put the real stuff in here.
Oh, that's when you hide. When you're at work and you're like, oh, it's been a long day. See, that's what it's really good for. You.
That's why. See, where Woo at? Woo, you supposed to be on this loud. Woo, where you at?
Yes,
Cause
that.
I know you got a little container somewhere, like you got a little, a little you did.
Yes, you mix it. You mix Jameson and it's the Baileys for a morning coffee drink. It's
I'm
amazing.
done. Of course she
Sipping in your
knows.
coffee. It's really,
Of
really good too.
course she knows, y'all. Of course she knows.
Good. It's really good. Just saying.
Okay, so then okay,
So,
so
it
we
went from
continue
that
the journey. You was at Long
Long
Island.
Island. So it went from that. Then it went to I started drinking wine.
Okay.
I was drinking wine, and I started drinking the really sweet wine. Um, my goal was to get fucked up. I believe. You know what I'm saying? So it went from the regular like sweet wine to there was a wine that came out. It was like I can't remember what it's called, girl, but it got a cross on it. It's crazy because I think they said they actually used this wine for like cathedral purposes in like the Catholic
Uh,
Church or some shit.
so when we going up that fucking million, that's
Yeah,
what
maybe that's what you're drinking.
that's what,
I don't know, but that wine got me. That wine used to get me fucked up. But it was so. I went from there to drinking it like that wine. It was so sweet that it would give you headaches in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Ever the content that it was a very high grain, whatever type of content it was, couldn't drink that shit for long. Um, but it turned me off from sweet wines altogether.
okay.
Made me start trying Riesling and made me start trying drier red wines. So that was a fun time in my life, drinking a whole bunch of different red wines, and I still drink red wine to this day. I don't drink sweet stuff no more though. To me, I don't know. I think I tried like Bailey's and Jameson, and I was just like, dang, this is kind of good.
Mm-hmm.
And it went from there to me. trying different other whiskeys, and you know what I'm saying? Like there are still some whiskeys that I want to try out there with some cigars. I really want to go to cigar bar. But
Oh,
we
we should
ain't
put that
like,
on our to-do list. And I be getting a lot, like, what's so crazy? I didn't know that you want to try other whiskeys because I get a lot of whiskey tastings invites for Chicago.
for real.
Yes.
Yes, please let me know because that would be so. I would love to do
We
that.
should do that. We should do a whiskey tasting with like a cigar, go to a cigar lounge and stuff or something like that.
I mean, we still working when I come out there,
No,
but
I'm not talking about when you come out. I'm talking about when I come home because they probably got some whiskey tastings out here, but I just don't know of them. But they definitely do have some cigar lounges that if you want to go to out here, we can go to. I know about those.
yeah, after we work because we're working.
Stop putting quotations. We really gonna be working.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We are.
It's like, but we're not. When she put it in quotations, it's like we don't consider it work because
It's,
we podcast girlies. It's gonna be fun, so it's working, but it's like fun work.
yes, 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 for sure. So yeah, went from there to me trying a whole bunch of yes. Hold on, wait. Well, now I don't got no wine though. I don't got the wine, but yeah. And it just went from there to like me just trying different whiskeys, and I just kind of settled on Jameson. I really, really, really like Jameson. It's smooth to me, and it's crazy because my husband drinks like he's Jack. He loved Jack Daniels. There's a difference in the taste to me.
I can imagine, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I think I had a shot of him. I got him a shot, and I was like, I'm gonna give me a shot of James, a shot of Jack. And I was like, shit, this shit burning my chest. I can't do this, nigga. I don't know what you drinking no more. We can't drink the same thing. So yeah, I drink. I'm a Jameson gal. I love Jameson so much, so much. So what
Okay.
about you, Nikki? How did you start in the world of drinking? How did you get here?
Woo child. Woo child. I started at a young age drinking. My mom used to have like cabinets full of alcohol over the sink. And I had this girl that I grew up with, and me and her used to sneak in my mom's cabinets and drink the alcohol. And my mama only was a dark drinker, so I automatically was a dark drinker because my mama only drank Remy VSOP, Martell, Cavassier, like.
Martell. Yeah, that was your drink right there.
But that's what I'm saying. Martell was like, I like the Martell better than I do like Remy VSOP, better than even Hennessy. Like I like the Martell how it was back then. Like it was good. Um, so yeah, we used to sneak in her cabinets and drink her alcohol. I had to be like, we had to be like 12. I started at a young age drinking. We had to be like 12 drinking. And we would drink from her drinks and then we would put water back in it to put it back up to the side to the to where it was. And it's so funny because like years later my mama admitted, like my mama was like, I felt like them drinks was watered down. I just didn't know what was going on because she never like confronted us on it until like later on in life we admitted to like we was drinking up her stuff and then filling it with water to bring it back up to the level it was at. So, so my things definitely started as Remy VSOP. Remy VSOP and Martell was the thing. Like that's how I started off on dark, and then after dark, well, after Remy VSOP, that lasted for a minute though. I ain't gonna lie. For me, Remy VSOP it was a long stretch for me of drinking that. That was the drink to drink. Especially in the teenage years. So then like, okay, so after stealing drink out of my mama cabinets, her little bar cabinets or whatever. So then like, hanging on the block or whatever, they'll be like, there was a time where it was like Patron. And like this was back when like Patron was like 3 for 40, 3 for 50 or something like that. So then we started drinking Patron on the block, and that's how I ended up switching over to light. It was cool, had this little run and this go. It didn't take long for me to like be done with Patron because it was just like, I don't know, it was so thick. Patron was so thick to me. I was just like, okay, this, huh?
Gin. Yeah.
Yeah, the gin. So then, so then dudes on the block was like, okay, we finna try. I'm trying to think. I think we went to Don Julio Reposado next after that. They were like, okay, we done with the Patron. We done balled the Patron out. We finna try Don Julio Reposado. I'm like, okay, at least it's dark. It gonna take me back to my dark roots. So I'm like, okay, let's try that. That was cool. I love Don Julio Reposado. I still would drink it to today, and I drink Don Julio Anejo too. So it was cool. Then then the dudes on the block had us drinking Bombay. Bombay and lemonade. Was that the next one? Yeah.
Bombay
Bombay and lemon. Huh?
sounds good though. I said Bombay and lemonade sounds so good
And
though.
it was like you wouldn't even,
Like
huh?
a good summer
Yes,
drink.
it was so good. Like I wouldn't even thought it. Like I wasn't the type to like drink no type of gin, but you know, to me, Bombay was like on a higher shelf of gin. Like it was, you know, a higher level than the bumpy face gin.
I was just about to say bumpy face. First time you
Yes.
get a bumpy face.
So I wasn't a fan of the bumpy face gin. I had I have a couple of shots with them or whatever, just trying to be a team player. But then, yeah, we started drinking Bombay gin. Bombay gin with like lemonade was so fat. I remember one summer, that's all we used to drink. And then, oh my God, where did it go after that? Bombay. I think it went back to Don Julio. Because we did drink the Don Julio Light too at one point too. I think that was like after the Patron phase. We did drink the Don Julio Light. But then it went to the back to the Don Julio. And then I was just like, you know what, okay. I think like 2018, 2017, 2018, I mixed Don Julio's and I was just like, yeah, Don Julio ain't for me no more. I don't want no more Don Julio. I'm cool. We done did Don Julio so much, like it ain't the same. Like I'm done with it. So then like 2018, I had a cousin and she used to drink Hennessy. Now I never been a Hennessy girl, never had Hennessy before that. She started drinking Hennessy and she was like, come on, cuz, let's drink some Hennessy or whatever. And we'll mix that with some lemonade. We'll mix it with lemonade or twisted tea. Have you had twisted teas before?
Yeah, I like twisted teas.
Yeah. So we started mixing that together and that's all I've been on since then. Like it's Hennessy. So since 2018. Um, but yeah, that was my journey. Messing around with the block. Like messing around with the block, like you had that person who was just like he wanted to always try something new. Like, hey, he was always, and I ain't gonna lie, he was really putting us on to different drinks because I would have stayed drinking.
What are you talking about?
Of course, whoever watching this live probably know who I'm talking about if they ever hung with us on the
Oh,
blocks and all that.
that was
Huh?
I said a lot of drinks were tried. A lot of
Yes.
yeah.
Every time you look up, he was coming with a new drink. Like, come on, try this, try this. I'm like, man, I don't drink this. He's like, I'm telling you, it's good, it's good. And because he is um an alcohol connoisseur, I trusted his taste buds. So he always had me drinking something new on the block. Like yeah, everybody drinking it. Like let's be clear.
Yeah.
Hey, he ain't just had me and you drinking it. Like he had everybody. Once he
Yeah.
changed over to a drink, we all changed over to that drink because like I said, he was an alcohol connoisseur, so we knew he was gonna have us drinking what was gonna be decent for, what's gonna be good for us. So that's how I ended up like drinking and switching up in my journey of drinking. It was crazy. Like messing around with that block, messing around with the block. Like,
Mm.
baby, they had you trying some stuff and which I'm cool for because you at least like one thing like I can say is I'm a person who likes to be able to say like I tried it.
At least tried it
You
once.
know, I tried it. You know what I'm saying? So I can't sit here and say I don't like it and never tried it. Like I don't. That bothers me when people who never try stuff be like they don't like it, and it's like, how do you know you don't like it and you ain't never tried it? Like you never had it. So I've always been experimental like that. Like I want to try stuff that I never had before. So yeah, that's how my drinking journey went. Um, Oh, and I was drinking wine too. My ex, his people, we used to have wine nights.
Ooh,
Uh, back in like 2008, 2007, 2008. So I started drinking wine at an early age, and I still drink wine to this day. I love wine. And his people we started doing wine nights, and yeah, we used to get lit off the wine. We used to have a good time, man. Yeah, I like wine, red wine. We started off with white wine, and then I personally switched over to red wine. But yeah, we used to have wine nights.
red, sweet red, dry red.
I like sweet red. I'm not the dry. I can't really get into. I like a nice little dessert wine. I'm cool with a dessert red wine. Like the dryness, I just be like, where the water at? God, no, where the water at?
Hey,
So,
all right, come about it to me. I just didn't realize that you could get so fucked up off of wine.
and I love it because it don't take much. It's like a couple of sips, and baby,
Good, you're straight. You, especially if it's a good wine. Yes.
yes, yes, yeah, and it had you so like mellow and chill. Like I like that I'm feeling it, but I'm still mellow and chill. Like I don't want nothing that's gonna have me too like turned
Right.
up. Like right. So okay, so we talked about the wines that we like. I mean, wines and alcohol that we like. What's a drink that you like is not for you like nowadays? Like you like I can't do away with
I not fuck with rum.
rum.
I can't. I cannot. I'm sorry. Like if it's one drink that I really that like gives me a hangover, it, like I feel still. Don't get me wrong. Yes, I've waken up before and felt drunk before, right? Still, but rum like gives me that's a hangover for me. I'm like, yeah, I can't. This is I feel like I just want to throw up. I just want to throw the rest of this up. Like if I didn't throw it up all the night before, yeah, I can't fuck around. And on top of that, it's just way. It's again. I think it's something with me and my alcohol being sweet.
Okay,
And rum is like extremely sweet to me. I cannot. I can't do that. Mm-mm.
okay.
Too.
Alcohol I can't do now is like light skin tequila. I can't like tequila will black me out like blacks me out. It takes me out. I can't mess with tequila for real, for real. Now the like I said, the reposados and the anejo, I'm fine. Like I'm I got to the point where I was mixing and I still do. I mix Hennessy and the reposado or anejo tequilas. And it sounds dangerous, right?
Because that's what I'm asking. When you keep saying you mixing, I'm like, hey, you don't mean like really like in one glass you mixing, or you mean you'll drink this and then you'll drink that.
No, I'm literally mixing. So okay, I had a real devastating, unexpected loss from one of the homies off the block, and
I'm sorry for
y-
your loss.
yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
it was my little boyfriend. You know how I call my little boyfriend,
I know you're talking about.
huh?
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, like when he died, like I don't know. I really like it really hit hard because that was like my little baby. Like literally, like I loved him so much. And I had like been around in his life since he was like 3 years old. And that was so hurtful and crushing to me. Like it really like hurt my heart. And so one day, just going through the motions and I was just fucked up in the head, I ain't gonna lie. And I mixed the two. I mixed the two and put some lemonade in it, and it was so good. Like I even had like somebody I know try it, and they were scared too. They're like, "Girl, no, you finna have me messed up out here." Da, da, da. And I'm like, "No, I'm telling you, like it had me so relaxed and so chill. You wouldn't even thought I had mixed the two drinks and drunk them. Like I was chill. I didn't have a hangover the next day. I wasn't sick. I wasn't overly drunk. I was just mellow and chill and like in my thoughts, in my feelings. Like it was really like cool. It didn't take me to another level. It didn't do what most people think it would do. And ever since then, I have no problem mixing them.
Well, I'm gonna let you continue to do that. I'm not gonna mix them at all. Well, you know what? I can't say that because Long Island is
A
literally
mix of drinks.
it's a mix of drinks. Now I don't think it's I used to sit there and watch them make it. So I used to work at a restaurant. So,
Mm-hmm.
they would have to do pour tests and stuff like that
Mm-hmm.
so that they wouldn't, charge the restaurant. Um, it's like I don't think it's a I don't think it's like the whiskey or it's more like tequilas that they're what is they mixing? Is this like tequilas or something?
Don't get me lying. I think it's, but if I'm not, it's not all tequilas, right? It's like a mix of dark and light, right?
That's what I thought, but I think now the dark, I feel like maybe that's just the coke that they put in it. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I never drunk Long Island's. Like, I know people who have, who, definitely consumed them, but I never watched, like, the man-made. I know they're a mix of drinks, but I thought it was, like, a mix of, like, dark and light drinks in Long Island's. But can't quote me on that because I ain't never, I've had a Long Island once and never liked it. And then I was like, okay, yeah, y'all can have this.
That was definitely, yeah, I don't remember what they was mixing. They was mixing it with. I'm gonna have to look that up now. Maybe
Right?
go back to it and make one for old time's sake. I don't remember last time I had a Long Island girl. It's been so long. I only drink fucking Jameson. Like, I don't know.
It's so funny, like, watching as you get older and, like, just seeing how your preference and things just change, especially like alcohol. Like, I think I'm getting to the point where I'm just like, I don't even want to drink alcohol for real, unless it's like a celebratory, you know, thing. I think I want to just stick to wine. I don't know. It's one of those like crossroads, pivotal points I feel like I'm at right now on what I want to do when it comes to alcohol consumption. But, speaking of pivotal points, to kind of tie in, like, is there ever been a time in life where you feel like you had like this pivotal point that made you have a new outlook, made you feel like, okay, I got to stop doing this, I got to stop doing that, it's time to go a different direction? Have you ever like have you ever had a moment like that before?
So surprisingly, right? It involves alcohol at that moment, which is the crazy thing. Like it legitimately, I'll never forget. I don't know why, but it was a traumatic part of my life for me, and I would say traumatic, right? Um, because I can't forget these things for whatever reason. Um, it was me and someone else that I used to hang with a lot, and we was doing what we normally do, right? Every day. We was at that time. We was young. We was drinking literally every day, right? Every morning. We got up. Me and her got up. We walked to the block. We was about to do the same thing. We was about to. We went to the porch that we would sit on a lot over there. And it's hard to say no names with this stuff, girl. So, but yeah, we sat on the porch. We start, you know what I'm saying, doing what we was about to start doing. Somebody gave me a cup of Tanqueray, and it was early too. It was early,
Wait, so
so
did y'all always drink early? Like, was it like every morning you getting up and you want to go have a drink?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. It was like that. You know what I'm saying? And it was nothing changed. And they gave me a cup, gave me the lime juice because that's what we mixed with Tanqueray all the time. And I sat there for just a few minutes and looked at the cup. And I was like, I'm finna go. And I just got up and left.
Hmm.
And I was sitting here like, I don't know what, I'm going to say it was God. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just got up and I left and I had my cup in my hand. And they, I'm assuming they was like, okay, what happened? Anybody say anything? I just got up and left and I started walking home.
Hmm.
The person I was with, I didn't even know she was behind me at first, but she came up behind me. She scared the shit out of me. I was like, "What the fuck is you doing? I didn't know you was behind me, girl. Make yourself known, shit,
Right.
shit." But she was like, "Is everything okay?" I was like, "Yeah." Are you sure everything cool? You just got up and left. I was like, I honestly just don't. I don't feel like drinking. I was like, I don't feel like drinking. And from that point, even though I still hung out on the block, it wasn't as often.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Not too soon after that, I had got the opportunity to move to Colorado. So I moved to Colorado, and that was just like the start of something else. And granted, yes, I'm not saying, again, because I drink, right? So I'm not saying um, I didn't drink out there and have a good time out there. I did. I have made amazing friends and things like that. I just didn't, I wanted so much more for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I just felt like out the blue, I'm just like, this ain't doing nothing. We ain't doing nothing with ourselves over here. Like,
Like y'all literally wake up and have a drink every morning
and
and
just
go sit out on the block and have a drink.
sit on the block or being, well, the people at that time, that before that moment, I also had another apartment over there. So we would be in the apartment still, but the thing was the same. Wake up, who going to the store and getting a drink? Okay, well, okay, you go, it's your turn. All right, well, how much y'all got? Let's put our money together, we'll get us a fifth of whatever we was drinking at the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that moment really, I think that really just set me off to, I just can't do this for the rest of my
Mm-hmm.
life. Like I had for real, um, I'm a blessed person, and I'm very happy to say that. You know what I'm saying? I'll never say nothing different about that. I had jobs, the type of jobs I had. We would be getting so fucked up the night before. I was like, they trusted me with the keys of the store. There were times where I was legitimately, the store was supposed to open up at 9. Yeah, I didn't get there till 9:45, 10 o'clock, and I didn't get reprimanded. Now I'm not saying I'm not brag. It's not a brag. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still wrong,
You're
but
just telling your story. That's all.
right, you know what I'm saying? How it affected me, and it was like, okay, all right. But I didn't care at that time. It wasn't until I sat on that porch that day and was just like, yeah, I don't think I want this. I don't think I want to do this right now.
Mm-hmm.
It really set in for me.
And that's crazy because it like it had to do with alcohol. Like I'm gonna say this, you your daddy's boy.
Well, fun fact, my dad didn't start drinking until he was
I
older.
know, but you still your daddy's boy.
I am. Am.
And it's crazy like how it took like a cup of alcohol to be like and you know it really don't matter what it is. Let's be clear. It don't matter what it is that make you have that moment of aha and be like, yeah, this ain't gonna work out for the rest of my life. I can't keep doing this every day. I ain't gonna get nowhere. Like, but it's just crazy that it took one like little single cup of alcohol after you know, doing that for however long you were doing it, and then out of nowhere, like, okay, yeah, this ain't it. I'm done. I'm done with this. I can't do this like this. I gotta figure something else out with life. Like, it's amazing how I always feel like how do I say this? I always feel like you get you know people can get trapped in a mentality when you come from the hood, and so when you get those very few ones, because it's very few, you get very few ones who come from the hood who don't have that trap mentality, and you know, and you like you want more, you want to have more, and all of that, and like it's so hard to explain to those who are still trapped or who, you know, just don't understand what it's like to have a mindset of like wanting more. And it's so crazy because I just feel and I really hate that for like my hoods, the hoods I grew up in. Like it's such a trap mentality and nobody really wants more. They don't want to do more, but they want to hate on those who decide to do more. You know what I'm saying? Or be bothered by those who want more outside of the block. Like, so it's just crazy that you had that moment of like sitting
It's
on the block drinking. It was like.
It's funny that you say that, right? Because while it's like you're saying, people be hating on people that don't want to do the things, I would be so annoyed. And I, again, that was like the start. I'm not saying I still didn't hang on the block. I did, but just less. You know what I'm saying? But it would be like I would get annoyed because I'm like, damn, I want to do something else. Like I want to do something else. I don't want to sit on the block tonight, and I don't want to just sit here and drink and like literally do nothing. There have on the block, right? Things had happened on those blocks. It's like, why are we even still sitting over here? Can we just, you know what I'm saying? And again, I think that plays into a maturity level for yourself, right? Like you said, what you want to do that is not what everybody else want to do on the block. It's just like it sucks that it's like a curse.
Yeah.
It's like a, you know what I'm saying, over things like that. Like people just don't want to leave. I don't know if it's a fear.
It's a comfort. People get complacent, they get comfortable, and then, if you have a lot of other, I feel like if you have a lot of others around you who doing the same thing, and you don't have too many people showing you different, it's like, well, I'm gonna go do different. I mean, we all doing the same thing, so I mean, what's wrong with it? You know what I'm saying? It's like you really don't see nothing wrong in what you're doing because everybody else around you is doing that same thing. So you get blinded and kind of like cloudy with your judgment on, if you should be moving or if you should be doing. And then some people are afraid to leave people behind too, you know what I'm saying, and let those ties go. And they don't want those judgments on them of, oh, you think you better, oh, you think you too good to hang with us now or to be around us on the block and all that stuff. And it's like, no, I don't think I'm too good. I just want better for myself, and this is not better.
Right. This is not anywhere that I seen for my entire life to go. Um, there were sayings that people would make, you know what I'm saying? That was like, I could see us doing this for 10 years from now. This, the same thing we doing right now? You don't see nothing else, then? No. No, not at all. I'm not, that's not, mm-mm. So yeah, I'm glad that, we were able to escape that type of mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish more people would try to escape that mentality. It's just so much. This world is big. It's big.
Huge.
Go explore it. It's awesome.
It's amazing.
Yes. But let's get back since that was my situation. But outside of that, what about you? Tell me what was an aha moment for you in your life that said, yeah, I think I need to do something different with myself.
um I'll start out saying this. I was a person that I used to hang out on the block every night. Like every night, I was on the block hanging out, and it used to be lit. We used to have fun, barbecues, music, drink. Like we always had a good time. But I was always the type of person too that I always stood on my business.
Mhm.
Like before I come outside, like before I'm even out of school, like my work will be done, my homework will be done, whatever assignments I had, it'll be done at school. So when it's time to come outside on the block, I'm outside on the block. Like I stood on business, took care of my business. So I was definitely out there a lot, but I always took care of my business. But the one thing that made me like really have like an eye opener was when I got shot. I ended up getting shot in what 2002. Um, I was outside on the avenue, back up in L Town, and we chilling. Um, I was actually at a repast. Matter of fact, I was at a repast, and some dudes got into it on the block,
Mm.
and they started shooting. And I run, hey, they shoot, it's time to go. So I'm about to, I'm running in the house, but I see these three kids, like they still out in front of the house while they shooting. They hadn't even moved or nothing. So I went back to go get the kids so that the kids wouldn't get shot, and then I end up getting shot. And for me, like just hearing the doctors, once they finally got an ambulance to come get me, because it took forever for an ambulance to even come get me after that, or even to show up. Once I got to the hospital and just hearing the doctors saying like, you know, if this bullet was point 0.1 millimeter stronger, you could have died. Or if we go take you into surgery to move this bullet out of your neck, you're going to be paralyzed for life. So my mom has always took me to church, right? And you could take a child to church, but that doesn't help them really know God for real, because you're young. You ain't really listening. You just, you just there. But after getting shot and the doctors telling me like I could have died or I could have been paralyzed, um, was like, okay, God is for real. Like I had that moment like, okay, God, you for real. And you do not play about me at all, clearly. And that just made me look at things so differently, because I was only 14 years old. Like I'm 14 years old, I got shot. I got a bullet in my neck. They can't remove the bullet because it's too close to my spine.
Oh,
So
make feel like this, like
yeah. So like after that, I was just like, what the like? He messed with me. He is real. Like God exists. He don't play about me, and he clearly has a purpose for me. I don't know what it is, but I'm finna get to know this man, and I want to begin a journey with him and allowing him to take me wherever it is he want to take me. Now, granted, that didn't slow up. I was outside maybe like 2 days after I got shot. Like I literally was back outside. And for me, it wasn't like I was trying to prove like I was hard, or oh, that's little stuff I got like it wasn't that. It was the fact of like I trust in God so much, like I had no fear. I had no doubt of anything else happening, because if you save me from that, you're gonna save me forever else I need to be saved from. And if I'm not saved from, it's because that's what I'm supposed to experience and go through. So after that, like I entered into high school, and so unfortunately I got kicked out of all my schools. I used to fight a whole lot. Like I did a lot of fighting. I stood on business with my classes and my grades and all that. Like you can never deny that I was on business with that. Huh?
you still got good
Yeah.
grades though.
I still got good grades, but I fought a lot. Like I remember getting kicked out of I used to go to Blessed Sacrament. I got kicked out of Blessed Sacrament as a first grader. Um, I went to another school.
Is that a Catholic school?
Yeah, I went to Catholic school. For elementary school and stuff.
Okay, so all of your elementary has always been Catholic.
Yeah, so I got kicked out of Blessed Sacrament as a first grader, and then I went to another Catholic school, and I was, it was problems there too. And
but wait,
I think
church finger.
yes, church finger.
Grade.
Huh?
What happened in first grade?
Fights. Like when I tell you, like literally, I've always had problems with females. Always. Like from time I was like 6. Like I always like even just fighting girls in the neighborhood who like live next door to me and getting into it with them. Like they always wanted to fight, bro. And I was the type like, I want to fight back. Let's fight. Like I never cared about like fighting for real. So got kicked out of Blessed Sacrament for fighting. Then went to another Catholic school and I got kicked out for fighting. So like people, people take how you look and all that stuff and feel like you a punk or something. They try you, or they feel intimidated by how you look or your smarts or how you dress, and they want to fight. And as long as it was a one-on-one fight, I had no problem fighting you. Like I never cared. Like, so I got kicked out of that school. They told my mom like, okay, you got to move her to another school. We don't want to put it on her record that we kicked her out, so just take her out of this school. So that was like my second school. So then I went to my third Catholic school, and by this time I was in like the 7th grade. And made it through there because I went to school with the Hispanics. It was all Hispanic school. I was like the only black. Huh?
Not that I'm looking at my head, girl. Don't have.
I was the only black girl. So I had no issues. The Hispanics weren't trying to fight me. They weren't trying to be into it. So I made it through 7th and 8th, got out of 8th, and then that's when, I got shot. And then like I was like, okay, I'm going into high school. I'm not fighting. I'm not. If I fight, it's gonna be outside of school. I'm not getting kicked out of no more schools. I'm tired of that. I don't want to get kicked out of no more schools. Freshman year, after I got shot, I started high school. I had this teacher. Ooh, baby. She was so intimidated by me that she would pick on me. Literally pick on me, a teacher, a grown ass woman with me.
Wait, what?
And she was black too. And she would literally pick on me and I wouldn't go. Like I would stand my ground. Like, I always been raised and taught to respect your elders, but I'm like, you ain't giving me no respect, so I'm not finna respect you. So she would always write me up. I would always be in the dean's office and all of that. But I never knew what her problem was with me. I found out later, like I was real cool with the dean, and me and him like would hang out. He was like, she was intimidated by you. She didn't like how you looked at her. She said you always would be frowned up and all that stuff. So freshman year was
a teenager?
Huh?
You were a teenager?
Yeah, by this time I started high school. I was 14 when I started high school.
No, that's what I'm saying. So you did what teenagers do?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now imagine I got shot. I got shot in August of 2022. School started in August. End of August of 2022. So I'm already like my mind is already set. Like I'm not going to go in this school fighting nobody. If y'all want to fight me, we're gonna fight outside the school. We're not fighting this school. I'm tired of getting kicked out of schools.
Right.
Freshman year, baby. Like I think a lot of people like I was the type like you couldn't pay me to talk to nobody in school. I was like person. I love the street niggas. Like, give me a street nigga. I don't want nobody in school. So a lot of the females automatically assume, like, I had dudes coming left and right trying to talk to me, and a lot of females assume I'm trying to talk to their dudes, and I'm like, I don't want them. They can't do nothing for me. They can't do nothing. They can't take me out. They ain't know nothing. Mm-hmm. So I still got into fights freshman year. Sophomore year, they still was trying to fight, but I was ignoring them. Like, I'm like, you think I'm a punk? I don't care. I need to make it through my school year. I'm trying to stay in this school. Girl, I still got kicked out of that school. No, even though I turned it around, I ignored people who tried to like argue with me and start and stuff and get into it. I ignored it. If you want to put your hands on me, I didn't care. If you want to try to fight outside of school, I didn't care. I just let you think I'm a punk. That's fine. I'll be a punk. I don't care. I'm tired of getting kicked out of school. And yeah, I did good. Like when I tell you, like A and B honor roll, honors classes, all that. And then senior year, I got kicked out of school again. And this time wasn't even because I was fighting.
Why? Why?
Gang banging. But in my defense,
ain't no defense.
It is. No, it is.
Tell me.
Okay, listen, let me tell you how, right? My uncle, I had an uncle who died when I was 12, my favorite uncle, Uncle Kevin. Ooh, I'm so, like, everybody say I'm so much like him. Uncle Kevin was my favorite uncle, and he died out of nowhere, crushed me. And he had this chain he left behind. Mm-hmm. So I've been wearing this chain since freshman year of high school. Freshman year, right? Nobody never said nothing. Yes, the chain was a 5-point star, right? But as you know, 5-point stars sit on top of churches. If you want to be clear, 5-point stars sit on churches.
It definitely is.
So I feel like the principal of the school, like she was another person who was kind of like intimidated by me, right? Because I cleaned up my act. I'm not fighting. I'm not getting into it with teachers. I'm not going to the detention room. I'm not doing none of that. I clean up my act. Like when I tell you I'm in all honors classes, I'm in AP classes, I ain't got no trouble. I ain't been written up in 3 years. Out of nowhere, she come up to me like, Oh, so you a gang member, huh? I'm like, what? She see the chain. She say, give me your chain. I say, I ain't giving you my chain. What you mean, give you my chain? I've been wearing the chain since freshman year. I'm not giving. That's a gang member chain. I want your chain. I'm like, I'm not giving you my chain. Period. She say, you can get it back as long as your mother come up there and get it. She was like, but I can't let you go to class with this chain on. A chain I've been wearing for the last 4 years. Right? I gave her the chain. Told my mama like they took my uncle chain. I need you to go get it because I don't play. I don't play. That's all I have of him really. You know what I'm saying? I need to go get the chain. She go get the chain. They told her kicked out. Mind you, I had no problems for 3 years. I had no fights. I had no write-ups. I had no suspensions. I had no detentions. None of that, and they kicked me out.
Oh my gosh.
So I was trying to be on the right path. You know, like after getting shot, like I'm telling you, like it like I got a wide awakening. Like, okay, we cleaning up our act. We don't care who want to fight. We'll fight them after school. Like we'll fight them outside of school premises.
Let's work on the beach now.
You know, like I'm trying to really not get kicked out of another school because I'm tired of getting kicked out of school and I'm really tired of fighting you hoes and y'all don't even know why y'all want to fight for the most part. You feel what I'm saying? Or you know and you ain't saying it and we just gotta fight. So, yeah, that was my pivotal point. Like getting shot. Like, and I really tried to clean up my act. And I did. I did a whole lot. Like, I fought outside of school a whole lot. You had a couple of females who tried to fight me in school, but I would get out the way of them and like, okay, meet me outside school if you want to fight for real. They always wanted to fight me in school. It's like they wanted me kicked out. I'm not gonna lie, it's like they wanted me kicked out. I ain't finna, I guess, woman, like, I'm not arguing with y'all. I used to argue with females, get into a few. I'm like, I'm not arguing with y'all no more. If you ain't put your hands on me, God just saved my life. He just spared my life. Like, y'all don't even know why y'all want to fight. For real, for real. Because you think I want this dude and I ain't even paying him no attention, or because this dude in my face and I still ain't paying him no attention, or because you think you gonna talk crazy to me and I ain't supposed to talk crazy back. I ain't even doing none of that with y'all no more. I just want to make it through school. I want to graduate. I want to stop getting kicked out of school. So getting shot opened my eyes to that, and I still had a bullet in my neck to this day.
Lord have mercy. Oh, just thinking about like just you know what I'm saying? Like you literally have a bullet in your neck. Like that's just a reminder of everything, right? For you. That's like a traumatic situation. It literally boosted you on to be the person you are today. Like, hell no, girl. Hell no.
And I still get like it goes everywhere with me. Like I can't get in MRI machines. Like I can walk through metal detectors and be fine. But MRI machines I still can't get in, and it's just with me. They say it's eventually gonna come out, but I it's, I ain't gonna say my age, but I'm this big old age and it still ain't came out yet. And I've just learned to like deal with it. Like, and that's why I think I have like such a fearless mentality because like just the fact of like God saved me from that. Like if he wanted to happen to you, it's going to happen to you. Like literally. And I get common sense. Definitely common sense plays a role. If your intuition saying this don't feel right to do or go to,
Yeah. Not,
then
don't.
that yeah, that's
Listen to
yeah.
them, as they say, the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. That's for
Yeah.
a reason.
Yeah, that's for real. And God gave women intuition for a reason. Like, in case we can't hear him, he gave us another thing to listen to in us to be like, hey, caution yourself. Or maybe you don't need to be there. And it made me get a lot more in tune with my intuition. And I think that's why too, like, I'm so heavily, like I could feel energy so heavily, like so heavily to the point like if you got a bad energy, it makes my skin crawl literally. Like I be like, oh, your energy is like disgusting. Like
Crazy because that's how I feel when not my skin crawling, but when someone that isn't right walks into my office or anything like that, it's there's a blockage that's put in front of me like automatically. It's crazy. It's almost like they're legitimately pushing me, and I'm just like, I know what I gotta do when you leave up out of here, boy. I'm worried
And
about it. Yeah.
yeah, and that's for real. Like that's so for real. Like I feel like I can feel when a person like got bad energy telling me or don't like me or they just a bad spirited person. Like I literally like I become so uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because the energy is so uncomfortable that I'm like, oh, I got to, you know, like I got to get up out of here. I got to get away from you because your energy ain't right. You making me feel, I feel this too heavily. I feel like, you know, you ever watch that movie, The Wood? And when the part came to, what's his name? Oh, I see his face. Tay Diggs. No, was it Tay Diggs? No, it was the other character. Was it I don't know one of them, and it was like, oh, he was like, oh, I can't tie up I can't button up my shirt to the top because it make me nervous
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Girl, now you gonna get. I know who you talking about.
It was the tall black one. He was slim. Was he slim? Yeah, and he was like, shit, I get nervous button up my shirt to the top of it. I be the same way with bad energies come around me, like, ooh, is my shirt button up top? I can't breathe. Like, ooh, like I feel that stuff. That stuff is for real. That is no play. That is no joke. Like I feel bad energies really, really badly, and I pay attention to them now. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
ugh,
Definitely. I think it gets, as the older you get, the more you pay attention to it. Or maybe, I'm not going to say that. I'm just using myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause I can't speak for everybody else. But I know the older I get, the more and more that I don't want to be around it. And it presents itself more and more for me. You know
yeah,
what
for me, it's like when I was younger, I heard God more, right? Like for me, like when I was young, I heard God more. Like especially like when it came to me and the crossroads. Like okay, I done graduated high school, and now I'm in college, and you know I was still hanging out on the blocks, and I remember one time like God was like, "It's time to elevate." Literally, He said that like it's time to elevate. You're gonna have to separate yourself,
Okay.
and I was just like, okay. And I literally like I would still go on the block, but I was still on the block by myself. I would not mess with or talk with nobody else on the block. Like I would go on the block and sit by myself, sit in solitude because I knew like, okay, these my last little days, like for real, you know, hanging on the block and being around people who they can't see the vision, they can't see the plan, they don't understand it. And I remember I remember a dude from the block was like, he's like, you just isolated yourself from us, like you just removed yourself from us. And I was like, yeah, because elevation requires separation, and
Mm-hmm.
I want my elevation,
High five on that.
you
Like,
know.
yes, honey.
And nobody could understand, and nobody knew where I was going, but I knew where I was going, and I knew where I wanted to go. So when God spoke to me and said, it's time to move. It's time to separate yourself from the rest of these people. I separated myself, and he literally like, I want to say, I started separating myself. Like a couple of months later, I moved to LA. I graduated and moved to LA, and it was like, you know, so getting shot for me, getting shot really helped me hear God. It really helped me build that bond with God to be like, this what you want, you know, it didn't, you know, it wasn't like this perfect thing of where like I just automatically follow God and I became this new person. No, it was a transition, but I was aware. I was aware that He existed. I might have still been hanging out on the blocks, but I probably wasn't on them as much. Or, you know, I wasn't doing whatever I was doing on them as heavily. It started to dwindle down a lot. And I started to move around. I started to go outside of the block. Like I started to go to different places and see different things and stuff. So yeah, that was my, you know, pivotal moment in life to be like, baby, it's a purpose for you. It's a plan for you.
Like, I need to do something different too now.
Yeah, I need to do something different now. And yeah, so the first thing I started was like to stop all the fighting and stuff. Like, I tried. I really wholeheartedly tried. And it got better. It really did. It got better because I just started to ignore people. I started to let them talk how they want to talk, say what they want to say. Like, I really got to that point where words really didn't faze me. It was like, okay, whatever. You want to fight or you want to keep talking? You don't want to fight?
Right.
Okay, well, what you going on about your business? I'm going on about mine. Because what we like, I argued with a female. I never forget. I was like 14 years old, and I argued with a female. It got me stole off of her. Arguing with a female, it got me stole off of her. And I was like 13 or 14 years old, and I think she was like 17 or 18. I said after that, I'm not arguing with you hoes no more. That's a wrap for me.
It may take one lesson sometime, you know. It takes
Yeah.
just one.
Yeah. We all right, and I ain't argued with a hoe since then. Ever since then, they've been like, you wanna fight? All right, let's fight then, cause I ain't finna argue. You taking my oxygen away. I could be using this to knock your ass out too. Shit, like like so. Nah, and that was like before. Yeah, that was before I got shot. Yeah, God saved me because he saved me. Me getting shot was a blessing, literally. I ain't gonna even lie to you. As crazy of a blessing as that may sound, it was a blessing.
That's a good thing, though. It's
Yeah.
always a blessing when you can have a moment that helps change your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that sets you down the path that you should be set down.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Well, I think that we've actually answered all of our questions.
I enjoyed this conversation.
Yeah, me too.
I hope y'all enjoyed it too. Feel
Shots.
Yeah, I hope y'all had some shots with us. If not, if you watch this video after we post it, take a shot, leave comments. We'll come back and, respond to your comments and all of that. And yeah, get ready for that podcast because baby, it's officially on the way. We are on the countdown, baby. This podcast got us working and busy and stressed. Well,
That's
at least I'm a little stressed. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all see the little gray hairs trying to come in. That's the podcast. But
that. We're both there. We have phrases. That's just yeah, we both there.
this podcast ain't no joke. But I'm excited and I look forward to doing it. I hope you guys join us. We definitely plan on, to keep doing lives. There might not be as much, but we definitely want to keep doing lives to engage with everybody and feel free to engage with us.
Yes, for
Whether
sure.
you
We are answer questions. We here to help y'all help us so we can all be up in here and having a good time for real.
exactly, whatever you feel like we need to improve on, whatever topics you want to hear about, definitely, comment on this video, drop it in our DMs, drop it in our page DMs, comment on our page about topics and stuff. Just let us know what y'all want to hear. We very open to it, and you know, we'll see y'all next time.
Yes.
Deuces.